One is the new Prime Video series on the LAPD, a secret task force, Homeland Security, and a twist that we do not see coming. Jessica Camacho and Violet Beane here to chat all about it. Thank you both so much for your time today.
Absolutely. Happy to be here.
I
Of
want to
course,
ask
thank
both of you, to go ahead and start. But Jessica, let's start with you. Obviously, both have a connection to the Flash. Talk a little bit about being part of that experience and also getting to connect in a new way on this series.
Yeah, we laugh about it because we were like, we kind of passed each other and we're like, did we have scenes that was a lot like I don't but we loved that we have that shared history and to finally actually have time to really bond and connect and to work alongside one another. It has been the most wonderful experience working with Violet. She's one of my favorite people, and that is a fact. And yeah, it was just, we had so much fun on this set. Not just her and I, but the rest of the cast, Uli, Elliot, Eric, Jensen, like, wow, what stellar people. And it was just a delight.
And what about for you, Violet?
Oh, I mean, yeah, it was, I think I said today, it's like summer camp. Like you just go and it's like seeing all your favorite people again and you're playing games and dancing and singing. And I mean, it was like a regular talent show every single day in between scenes. Uh, yeah, I mean, well, fantastic. No notes.
No. That's the best way to start it. Jessica, let's talk a little bit about reading the script, reading Amber, and kind of what she's going through in that very first episode, and just kind of how you kick things off, with the series.
Yeah, she kicks it off with a bang. We see her, and I was really like, when I read it, I was so struck. It was so visually kind of captivating. I could see how it was gonna be shot in my head, and I was like, I gotta get there. I gotta get there. I gotta book this part. This has to happen. But she is so. She's so unique in that this woman is able to put herself in the line of fire in so many ways and kind of exist and thrive in these really hyper dangerous, risky situations. And she's good at what she does. So she's capable, she trusts herself, and she's used to kind of navigating her own sense of what she needs to do. And now, like, she's having to work as a team and kind of make herself vulnerable to all of the things that entails, and caring about people and having somebody that you have to look out for, that you want to look out for aside from yourself. And I think that's really kind of new territory, and I think it means a lot to her. So it's a cool journey.
It definitely is a cool journey. And I mean, we also have a cool journey for Evan. I mean, she's intelligent. She's the top of her class. She's also given this chance to grow and to be able to, kind of show off everything that she knows. I mean, talk a little bit about her character.
Yeah. I mean, Evan is like one of the sweetest people I've ever played. She's so kind and so giving, and she comes in, like you said, she graduated top of her class. She comes into the task force. She's never done this before. She doesn't really know how to do it. She wants to prove herself. She wants to make everyone proud, and quickly she realizes that she starts to sort of uncover these aspects of the case that just being there, just showing up, just being there for her, the other members of the task force, is what it means to be in one. Like, you just need to support each other, to have each other's back, to look for all of the clues, and it's there's a ticking time bomb. So it's it's very important to do this, and she figures that out, and I think becomes an important part of the force.
Definitely. Let's talk a little bit about One Chicago. Obviously, we're based here in Chicago. We love our One Chicago series, and Derek Haas, who is part of this series, it was part of the co-creator here with some of these shows that we love that are based here in Chicago. I mean, I'll ask both of you, working with him, being a part of the show, what was like?
Derek is a treat, a delight. He obviously knows what he's doing. He's so smart, but also, like Violet said earlier, he's very receptive. He's very open to collaborating, and he wants to kind of include our voices. He wants us to feel free to contribute, but also to like play, like the dynamic that he creates. And I think which is why his shows have been so successful. He creates a dynamic in which the actors are having fun, and where that's a priority, where you are supported and you are like, you wants you to have a good time, because he understands that that energy is palpable and it will translate to the audience. And that's what he wants more than anything else, is to create an experience for the audience to escape, to connect, to like be drawn into this world. He's a master at it, and yet one of the most kind and funny, down to earth guys. So it really set the tone for how we worked. And also, I have to say, I was born in Chicago, so thank you for having me, and I love that connection. And yeah, it's just, all of it is just like really, really special.
That is amazing. Thank you for sharing that. By the way, if you want to go chime in.
Oh, I mean, yeah, Derek's incredible. Also, I was on an episode of Chicago PD.
Okay,
So, you know, it's a little reunion there as well. I'm
I love it.
created because I was like a dead prostitute. So, you know, now I'm a fully fledged character, and and we're doing this.
And now we're doing this. And then really quickly before we go, Jessica, let's talk a little bit about Mark and Amber, their chemistry. We started seeing it, from the very first episode. It's slowly kind of playing itself out. I think they're calling it like a slow burn. Talk a little bit about, maybe that storyline there.
Yeah, I think it's, when they first meet, she knows a little something about him, and what that tells her is not to trust him. And she's like, that's cool. You can stay over there. I'm going to be here. Let's just not intermingle. We don't need to do that. We'll be just fine. And of course, that's not what ends up happening. They are forced to work alongside each other, but in so doing, they can't help but discover more about what makes them them in terms of their character, their values, what drives them, how they're both willing to sacrifice, and how they're both willing to throw everything that they have in order to throw at this thing in order to do what needs to be done and solve the case and save people. And that's their mission. They share that passion, that sense of purpose. So they start, this bond grows, this trust, this mutual respect, and then that leads to a whole lot of other complexities.
There you go. Well, thank you both so much for your time today. Countdown, new episodes Wednesday on Prime Video. Go ahead and check it out. It's an amazing series, and I also love both of your connections here to Chicago. That's amazing, and thank you both so much for your time today.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.